So, coach, I'm having problems in my relationship. What do these men want?
Well, they want many things, but fortunate for you, I took the liberty to put it in a new video series. You can catch it on my YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursdays. And don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe.
All right, coach, let me do that now.
Love, you move too fast for me.
Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Karan Pierre, and if you don't know me, I'm a life coach and your relationship guy. Hopefully, we can work together in the future. So, on today's episode 29, in the 100 Things a Man Wants video series, today's topic is a man prefers a woman with soft, feminine features. And look, it's no secret that most men are just sucker for pretty faces. They see a woman that looks gorgeous walking by, they look. Most men will probably not say anything, but once they acknowledge that the woman has a pretty face, you best believe it's going to raise his antennas. Now, even though these men may be intimidated to approach these women, a woman could have them at the palm of her hands. So let's talk about it. Let's get into the presentation. So this is episode 29. If you've been following the series, it's been a good journey thus far. So, why do men prefer more feminine faces? New research suggests that men raised in countries with higher average lifespans and lower child mortality more strongly prefer a woman with soft features than men raised in less healthy nations. The finding boasts the idea that years of human evolution have made men more attracted to faces that could help them survive. A lot of my audience lives in America, even though I have some people throughout the world that subscribe to the channel. Salute to you. But a lot of the people who live in so-called quote unquote first world countries fit the bill. As far as my American people, according to the 2021 Global Health Security Index, we actually lead all countries as one of the most healthy countries in the world. And that's particularly due to the pandemic. So we took that top spot. Now let's move forward. What does the data say? Using an online survey conducted in 16 different languages, the researchers presented 1,972 heterosexual males between the ages of 18 and 24 from 28 different countries with 20 pairs of Caucasian female faces. Each pair contained one face with more feminine traits, such as larger eyes, fuller lips, and less angular jaw. Now, I know I might get some flack for this because the 20 female faces are Caucasian, right? So, but even though the female faces used for this survey or study was Caucasian faces, however, as you can see, they had a large body of males from 28 different countries. So, the purpose of this study was to get the male perspective of feminine beauty, not the fact, it wasn't purporting the fact that Caucasian woman is the standard of beauty. So I just want to make that clear as we go forward, right? So, yeah, 20 pairs of Caucasian female faces. Each pair contained one face with more feminine traits, such as larger eyes, fuller lips, and less angular jaw, as well as more androgynous face with thinner lips and a wider chin. So those are the two types of faces that they were making comparisons for. So participants were asked to select which face in each pair they found to be more sexually attractive. So look, more data. While men all across generally prefer a more feminine face, that strength of that preference could vary between countries. The difference couldn't be explained by the ratio of men to women in the country, because different countries have different ratios, is gross national income, or the race of the participants. See, so race didn't play a role as far as the men in their preference go. But it did correlate with the National Health Index of the men's countries, a measure of overall well-being. So for some reason, the health of the nation played a role in what a man found to be more beautiful or less beautiful. Countries like Japan, with high national health index scores, chose more feminine face more than 3/4 of the time. The authors report online today in Biology Letters. Men from countries such as Nepal, right, which doesn't have the same health standard, selected more feminine face in slightly more than half of the cases on average. So, two examples: a country like Japan that has good health standard, and a country like Nepal whose health isn't on par. Different uh, standards in beauty in terms of what they prefer being feminine. Now, because I'm used saying that men prefer softer feminine faces because we live in a nation that is considered to be first world, right? Whatever that means. But I got more data for you. So let's continue. Women with more feminine features have in the past found to be less socially dominant and less effective at competing for resources, says Ursula. I'm not going to say the last name, I don't want to butcher it, but you can read it and you say it out loud. A biologist at the University of Turku in Finland says. Over thousands of years, she says, men may have evolved to choose less feminine women in harsher conditions to give them the edge at survival. So this is a biological mechanism that they're trying to, make correlations to, that when things are going rough, men prefer a woman that they feel can help give them survive, and that woman possibly will have less feminine features. This is crazy. So if you live in a well-off nation, the men more than likely, according to the study, will prefer women with more feminine, softer faces, and vice versa if you lived in a so-called quote unquote developing nation. So, one of my final thoughts is, I'm going to read a quote here from one of the sources. It says, one of the possible mechanisms mediating this preference is altered testosterone levels. So because the levels of testosterone is altered, that may, and you want to mediate this, that may cause some sort of choice, so to speak, right? Men raised in environments with frequent disease and germ exposure tend to have lower testosterone levels throughout adulthood because testosterone can handicap the immune function. And men with high testosterone levels, previous studies have found prefer more feminine women. So the testosterone levels is lower. That may affect the man's desire for femininity during those times. So I just want to also conclude that no shape or form or fashion am I saying that the European standard of beauty is the standard. As this study showed, it was more trying to find whether or not a man's desire for feminine woman mattered in what environment, right? So we found that environments where the health system is in good standing, men were more interested in feminine women, and vice versa in developing nations where the healthcare system isn't as um, strong. So I just wanted to chime in with that. Um, in closing, I think that I'm gonna keep that's it. I want to keep this video pretty short. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get all your notifications, and then like the video so more cool people can check out the video. See you next time. This will be Thursday for episode 30. We're moving fast. Maybe I might bring back an overview, being that we've done 10 episodes without one. Let's see. And until next time, stay blessed.